Hey guys, welcome back to another segment of LJ's Kitchen. I'm your host, Tomika Miles, and I am here with Lawrence Hill. Hi, Lawrence.
Hi, Tomika. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Awesome.
We spent a lot of time today together, right?
A lot. I learned a lot today.
You learned a lot today? I'm glad. So today, guys, we are making Philly Hoagies. If you are from Philadelphia and you know what a good hoagie tastes like, that's what we're going to show you how to make today. I know it's not traditional cooking, but we are making a prepared sandwich. How about that? Is that going to be good?
It's going to be great.
All right, so there are some basics to eating a Philadelphia hoagie, and not just eating one, but making one. You need a good roll. Amoroso is my favorite roll, but now they have seeded rolls. I know when I go to South Philly, oh gosh, what is that? Is that South Philly or Roxborough? Larry's in Roxborough.
Larry's, yeah.
Larry's, and then
stole my name.
They stole your name, yes. So Larry's in Roxborough, and then there's a couple other ones that I really love making a good hoagie. Some people like Pagano's. If you like a lot of meat, people go to Pagano's, or they go to Fresh Grocer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but typically I like an old-fashioned hoagie. Now, I don't eat a lot of pork products, and I'm not saying anything bad about pork. However, I'm going to use turkey products today, and I'm going to add some corned beef. Do you like corned beef, or do you love corned beef? You love corned beef?
Yes, I do.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's what I'm talking about. So you don't mind if we indulge a little bit, because we're going to make this fun. One of the things one of the reasons why I did this particular video is because so many people were sharing my Instagram when I just made hoagies for my girlfriends. Okay. So I decided to put this on my YouTube show, and we're going to start off with some lettuce. I'm going to slice some onions up really thin. Now I like red onions. Some people just will eat a white or a yellow onion. Is whatever your preference is. Now you're from South Philly. Your family's from South Philly.
You got it.
All right. So tell me a little bit about South Philly.
And I'm gonna tell you, the red onion is a sweet onion. So that me, I like sweet as well. So red onions is my favorite.
Oh, good.
So I truly appreciate it. But South Philly is the home of the hoagie, and we traditionally like it fresh, and again, you mentioned the bread being the most important part of it all. But before I comment on anything else, I also want to thank you for having me here today. And I want to also thank you for the wonderful job in sharing yourself and sharing our culture with your viewers. And to your amazing team who I've watched be at your beck and call today. I got to witness that, and they are just an amazing group of folks. Yes. So I'd also want to mention that too, but thank you so much for having me here today. This has been an exciting day.
You're going to make me cry in front of everybody. Lord, I already don't have no voice. But thank you so much for saying that. And I do have an awesome team here that is helping me behind the scenes. And I love those guys. I'm going to feed them well today, guys. Trust me.
Good.
So we have some onions that are thinly
Feed me well, too. Feed me well, too.
I want to make sure you fed well. I promise you. I promise. Okay, so we have some onions sliced up. And I want you to tell me a little bit about South Philly. And wait, one thing. Okay. I want you to tell us about South Philly. Mm-hmm. But I want you to tell us why everybody that is from South Philly thinks that South Philly is Philadelphia. Just South Philly.
You got other parts of Philadelphia?
Of course we do. We have North Philadelphia. We have West Philadelphia. We have Germantown.
All right. I won't be selfish then.
We have Northeast is in the house now.
Yes, we know, honestly. Philly is an area where, for many of us, it's the tradition. It's all about, the home of the Eagles, the home of the Sixers, and I think being a part of South Philly and the Phillies and the Flyers, and being a part of all of that, I guess when we talk about me particularly being from South Philly, is that's where all that stuff happens at, right down in Center City. We're all close to it.
Yes, but, all the sports teams are
down in that area. But again, Philly is a home of brotherly love, and we share that love throughout. And
we can't forget sisterly affection.
Of course. And again, that's very important with the Me Too movement right now, right? Yes. So we can't forget our sisters. And and again, sisters like yourself that is making it happening, holding it down on a regular basis. That all means a lot to our growth. But again, the city itself, it's all about our culture. It's all about you have certain parts of the city that own certain things, and you're not going to find the cheesesteak made in any other city other than Philly. And again, the Hoagies.
Can we talk about the cheesesteak for a second, though?
What about the cheesesteak? What do you want to know about cheesesteak?
Because I have a problem.
What you got? What's the problem? Let's hear it.
So we have, I'm not going to name them, but there are two staples if you go on travel. What is it called?
Travelocity or whatever.
Whatever the travel.com stuff is. If you go on any of those.
The myth.
They say that those two are the best and they're right across the street from each other. I don't think so. I don't personally care for them.
Time out. Fist bump.
Right.
Fist bump.
All right.
Yes, I agree.
Sometimes you can go in the hood and get a really good sandwich.
I could name a lot of places.
I want you to name them.
Some Gooey Louis is one of them.
Gooey Louis.
Yeah, I got some heads out in the crowd there.
Gooey
Louis is one of them. And again, half of your good hoagies, I mean, you mentioned a lot of places, but I grew up in South Philly. 20th and Dickinson is the hoagie heaven.
Oh, wow.
You want a good hoagie, you go to 20th and Dickinson.
Okay.
And there's other places, but I'm going to tell you, there's hoagie places and cheesesteak places all around the city that are, again, it's about the bread, making it fresh. And you have some places that do that bread fresh.
Yes.
And then you also have, and again, it's just the mixing it properly. Like, I'm watching you cut up and do things. And you said some people like a lot of meat, some people don't. And we have up in our good Germantown area, right there off of right off of like Germantown, Erie. We have a couple places right down there that make great hoagies. Max's, yes. Max's make great cheesesteaks.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be honest,
we have a place around the corner from me that you frequent. Chuck's Alibi.
So they make. Well, Chuck got a little bit of everything. Though.
Yes, so Chuck's has a little bit of everything.
My wife enjoyed their clam, so. But so it's a lot of places that I think when you traditionally think of Philly, because of the publicity, you see that those other two places get that publicity.
I just don't see how that happened.
The hood is the best place to get a good cheesesteak and good hoagie. I can't.
And I'm not taking anything. This tomato looks amazing.
It is.
Not taking anything away. Not taking anything away from them. Thank you, Larry. But I just don't get it. I tried them several times. Even being a kid, and I just wanted to know what was the big deal, but I could never figure it out.
And also, I'll be honest, it's about the service as well. Sometimes, when you go to those places, it's a rush. It's a rush job. Mm-hmm. It's not made with that love. And as I watch you cook and watch you prepare and watch you sort through things, and I'm a licensed healthcare provider. And I will tell you, one of the things I'm most impressed about you is when you talk about cross-contamination,
yes,
wash your
hands.
That's
very important.
I seen you clean up after you made chicken, clean up this, and people don't understand that transition of what's on your countertop, the E. coli that that goes on. So you got it going on here. You really do. I will eat in your kitchen any day. So maybe you need to start your own restaurant someday, right?
Somebody else
who
told
knows?
me that. Lots of people told me that.
This is what it's about, and this is how it gets there. So again, I'm gonna let you do your thing, but you got it going on.
All right. So far we have our lettuce. And we're going to start in with our bread. Now, with the bread, I'm going to get a bread knife first of all. Excuse me for a minute. With the bread, one of the things is you got to have a good bakery from Philadelphia. It has to be like a really good roll. Now, this is not an Amoroso's roll, but the bakery that I got it from is like out of this world. And it's nice, soft bread. I see people on different shows and on the Food Network, and they're like trying to make a Philly hoagie, and I'm like, no. They're trying to make a Philly cheesesteak. I'm like, no, you got the wrong bread. So we're going to make my version of what a Philly hoagie is. I'm just going to use this platter, and maybe if I can move this out the way a little bit. I want you to tell me a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm a licensed healthcare pharmacist in the state of New Jersey. But I worked through 27 years of me being licensed. I've been through many different fields in that, I've done everything from the nursing end to, compliance, making sure things are right and things of that nature. But I will tell you that my passion is actually working with people. And to be able to give and deliver good healthcare, quality healthcare, affordable healthcare.
That's a calling.
Yeah, I love it too. That's a scary. I really do. I enjoy it to no end. That's when you say it's a calling, it really is. I mean, I recently got a letter from a gentleman who I haven't seen in about 7 years, just telling me how much he missed me and how much he enjoyed my service. And those kind of things touch me more than anything in the world, because I don't think there's enough out there that in the profession that put that caring touch on things, like you do with your food.
Yes.
You know, it's all about the caring touch.
It's all about
the caring
that.
touch is what makes the difference, and so that's who I am. I mean, I just enjoy, you know, serving people, and it's a service that I like to, you know, the service and provide that service is what it's all about for me.
Awesome. Now you have a couple different things that you are involved with outside of work. Could you tell me about that?
Well, it's not.
Do you use mayonnaise or no?
Yes, I do use
All right,
mayonnaise.
so
I do
one
use
of
mayonnaise.
one of the things is with the hoagie. I see people on those cooking shows on TV, and they have mustard. I'm like, no, unless it's corned beef, you can't use mustard. But we are using turkey products today, so we're going to do mayonnaise. I'm just going to tell you all the ingredients that I'm going to use: oregano, salt, pepper, hot pepper seeds. We even have some sandwich spread. Some parts of the city, they will make a hoagie different than another part of the city. So some parts use the hoagie spread, which is like cherry peppers that are, and they're hot too. So it's hot cherry peppers. So, you know, we may put that on. Also, we have some sweet peppers. And I mentioned the mayonnaise, oregano, Italian seasoning. That's for me. I don't know about you. Did I miss anything?
The only thing that people normally sometimes will add is oil and vinegar.
No, vinegar is huge in a lot of parts of the city. So I like vinegar when I do an Italian hoagie. So that's when that's when I would use vinegar and mayo and oil. So I want them all on there when I do an Italian hoagie. And one of the other things is the mayonnaise that you use is so important. So for me, it's the one that begins with an H, but I have to use that one because it just has the right amount of everything that I like in it.
So there's other mayonnaise other than the one that begins with an H?
I don't know. I can't tell.
I didn't know. You know, there's a lot of out there, but yeah, I agree with you. The H is important.
So I'm going to spread this on. I was trying to spread it on lightly, but one of the things about a hoagie, some people dig out the middle. I like it, depending on the bread, I like the middle dug out a little for me because it gives me some room to put everything else. So I don't know about you.
I agree. On a harder, thicker rolls, and you got to take that bread out. But
Some
the
of that
rolls
bread,
you're using today,
it looks
perfect,
pretty
right?
soft,
It looks pretty soft inside, and that's what you need.
Yeah, this roll is pretty good. The bakery that I got, the deli that I got it from, they told me which bakery that they use. And when they told me which bakery they use, I said, well, why don't you use Amoroso anymore? Which I absolutely love. And you can get those in our supermarkets on the East Coast anyway. And they told me that those rolls were good, but they like these even better. So for their store, they like these even better. Okay. Now, I made hoagies the other day, and I used Cooper sharp cheese as like my absolute favorite cheese. But today, I'm going to use one of Philly's favorites. It's American and provolone. Are you okay with that?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm going to get the provolone because I don't see it out here. Let me see. All right, so have some provolone cheese. Sometimes I like to mix mine instead of getting just American and just provolone. When my parents used to send me to the store to get a hoagie, they would ask for both. So this is a ode to them.
And that's the beauty about a hoagie. You can kind of
customize it the way you like it.
The way you like it, right?
Right. And the way I like to build a hoagie is important, that you build it. Now, they didn't cut my cheese the way I like my cheese cut, but that's okay. We're going to work with it anyway. Okay, so I like to build it a certain way. So I want to mix match American and provolone.
Nice.
So we can have a bite of each of them in every bite. So, let's see.
But you mentioned building a hoagie, and that's what it's all about. The building of it's a creation.
It is.
And it's your creation the way you like it.
And it's funny the way when you watch them make hoagies, if they let you watch them wherever you get your hoagie from, it's like, it tastes so good. And it's just delicious the way watching them. And sometimes you say, no, put a little bit more of this on there, or put a little bit more of that on there.
Very true.
So, all right, so what goes on? So we have our cheese. We have provolone and American. And I'll switch this one out. So I alternated my cheese. So the next thing is, for me, I like to fold my meat a certain way. Now I have some pepper turkey here.
Nice.
So she cut it nice and thin, so I'm just going to layer it. All right, so we have some, let me see, turkey. This is pepper turkey. So the other thing that I know is I like 2 brands. So I like Dietz & Watson and Boar's Head. And the only reason why I'm mentioning those is because you really got to have a decent brand of meat. Because they just, it's no guessing. And that's another thing. I think that when you go to certain places, if they don't have a certain kind of meat, then it doesn't taste as good as.
Very true.
Yeah.
Boar's Head is by far my favorite.
Boar's Head is my favorite.
Even I'm making a little sandwich on some white bread, that's Boar's Head for me.
Boar's Head is just like delicious.
One of my favorites.
So I like to, I like things spicy, so I like pepper. Sometimes I like pepper jack on my sandwich. It just depends on what kind of meat I'm getting. So because we are using pepper turkey today, I don't need the pepper jack. So
help me clean this up.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
You got it.
So we do have some Santa Fe turkey and we have turkey ham. So I think that in building the other hoagie, I'm going to use this corned beef. This is dry corned beef by Dietz & Watson. That's the name of it. It's called dry corned beef. So it's not wet and sticky, and it's just really good, nice and fresh.
Very lean too.
Very
Dietz &
lean.
Watson and Boar's Head. The meat is very lean. It's really a
Sometimes you can get meat and it's like it's
that
yucky.
slimy feeling.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
what is that?
Yeah, true. Very true.
So I'm going to use that. Just a little of the corned beef, but on my turkey, I'm going to use some turkey ham.
All right.
So let's do this, and we don't need a lot of turkey ham, because we really built a good foundation with our
So you do that just
turkey.
for the flavor?
I like it for the flavor.
Like it for the flavor.
I
Okay,
do.
Good.
It just has a different texture, and the flavor is awesome.
Couldn't agree more.
Yes. So I'm just watching how I built it, and I guess for me, my food kind of talks to me. I hope that's not too weird, but it talks to me a little bit, and it tells me if I need a little bit of this, I need a little bit of that.
So if you're passionate about it and it don't talk to you, you
Yes.
have to worry. So
Okay.
if it's talking to you, that's a good thing, right?
Okay,
so if you're
perfect.
passionate about it, you're good.
All right, I think I'm done with this.
Right. Pass on over.
And this is Santa Fe turkey. So we're going to add that Santa Fe.
So the Santa Fe, I personally have never tried Santa Fe.
Here, try it. I want you to try it.
Okay, thank you. Don't mind if I do.
So the Santa
Nice.
Fe, yeah, it has a little spice, little Southwestern, like that chipotle flavor.
I can't wait to taste the sandwich now. You got me on.
Yeah, see? I like this. So you like working with people. What are some of the things that you and your wife have done?
Oh my goodness. What haven't we done to be more
Okay,
more question.
so-
She's a go-getter. So
Yes.
I'm very blessed to have a strong woman who, again, is about taking care of business, taking care of her family,
Good.
and again, giving back and sharing with others. And it's a need out there to help everyone.
Yes.
And I think for us, I mean, we've done everything from franchise businesses, the flipping homes to, and in the community, I mean, it's political. Her and her family are very political.
Yes.
And they've gotten me into politics.
Nice.
So, and understanding that, we have to, our government is very important to us all, whether we like it or not. We have to make sure that we understand what's going on in our political arenas. And so,
For sure, especially now.
yeah, a little bit of all of that. So, and I think, but she has she's very dear to her campaign that she runs called Earl Pearls.
Mm-hmm.
Her dad passed away. He was a political service for he was in political service for 30-something years. And she started that, and her family started that in honor of him. And they've done
Very
everything
nice.
from, food drive, donations for clothing, and, taking care of homeless. And recently we had an event in Lawnside, New Jersey, where we just kind of blew it away with giving all the homeless coats and clothes, and it was like, it was really something nice where it was no just going through things. You had the extra large, the large, the large. So they kind of got to walk through. It was really, really well put together. So I'm very proud of her. I can't lie. When you have me talking about her, you get another story out of me. But she, I mean, I would have to admit that as much as I do, it's really because she takes the lead on it and I just follow. So.
Okay, and you don't have a problem following?
Oh, not at all. Now we're doing the right thing.
I love that you said that, because some people will have a problem following.
Nah,
yeah, I love that. Not
when it's the right thing.
Not when it's the right thing.
Not when it's the right thing, and you know that they got your best interest at heart.
Yes.
They got the family's best interest at heart. You just, take the ride. Is what I
think I need more tomato. I don't think I can get more out of this, but I think I have some in the fridge. Yeah, I don't think I want to get more out of
that. That
this.
is a very good red, lovely
It is. It is. I'm going to take a minute and just grab some more tomato.
Okay.
Okay. So one of the things that I know that when somebody has a good cause and you follow, then God always opens up doors and blesses the family. So I love your family unit. I love you guys' story. I know your wife talks about you all the time.
Thank you.
So it's a blessing to have a good family unit and a good family structure. So
yeah, I don't know if she shared you. That's my high school sweetheart. This is like
she
33.
Didn't tell me that.
This is 33 years going. Like
nice.
Corny story. Basketball player, cheerleader here.
Nice.
So, like I say,
so basketball players and cheerleaders really work out.
It work out. It can work out. Okay. Again, you got to help it. You got to make that happen. You
got to make
it happen. At the end of the day, you got to stay committed to who you are and who she is.
Yes.
And it works.
So these are some sweet peppers.
My favorites.
Your favorites?
My faves, yes.
So I put some sweet peppers on there. I know that I'm a bit messy with it, but I'm going to have to get some more.
A hoagie ain't good unless it's a little messy.
It's not good unless it's
a little messy. Yeah, you got to have a little messiness on it.
So we just going to go for what we know.
Yes.
So you can't get a hoagie that looks like this, guys, just from the store. This is made with love.
And that's the way food should be made.
Yes.
That's what soul food is all about, though, right?
Yes, it is.
That's why it's called soul food.
So did I tell you what LJ's Kitchen is all about? LJ's Kitchen is bringing conversation back to the kitchen. So my parents passed away 6 years. It'll be 6 years for my dad, April the 9th. And then my mother passed away December 2017. So it's been horrible. But it's a blessing at the same time, because even missing those guys, one of the things that I know is this is why I bring this platform, because my dad was an entrepreneur. He believed in helping people. If you locked your keys in the house and you needed somebody to crawl in or get a ladder, my dad was the person. If your hot water heater broke on the block, that was the person that everybody went to because he was a general contractor, but he did amazing work as a general contractor. My mom was a tailor. She used to, so South Philly, my mom used to sew and make costumes for the mummers.
Nice.
She did. And
I remember out there on New Year's standing out there for the
I don't know about that.
I have actually
you
done
have?
that. Yes,
No.
You can't do it unless you choose South Philly. I have stood out there for a Mummers Parade.
Oh, Lord.
I have friends that are still active from college in the Mummers Parade. Actually, one of my friends proposed to his wife during getting ready for the Mummers Parade.
Wow.
So one of my friends from college. I'm celebrating his 50th birthday party in May.
Everybody's turning 50. I have one more year.
Well, October for May. This is my year.
Okay, this is your year. Well, happy birthday.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
So,
but in sharing with, you're living out your parents' legacy.
I am.
And this is beautiful because, we've kind of lost that mealtime conversation.
We have.
Time, and we've learned so much in our culture, and particularly at mealtime. Some of our best conversations come right around this time, preparing it, cooking it. I remember even as a young male, because I love to cook as well.
Yes. Your wife said that you are an amazing cook.
I love to cook. And, being around mom in the kitchen, her just sharing stories of how she learned this, how grandmom taught her, how grandmom before her taught her.
Yes.
Those are very important stories. And
it's funny because
we've lost that.
One of the things that's funny is that when you are passing stuff down from generation to generation, sometimes, so this was it's not a riddle, this really happened. Someone said, oh, my turkey tastes so good because you heard this story?
I haven't.
My turkey tastes so good because my my mother always took the drumstick off. So then the daughter said, well, why did she take the drumstick off? She says, well, I don't know. So they called the mother up and said, why did you take the drumstick off? She said, I took the drumstick off because it didn't fit in the pan.
Nice. Nice.
So, you know.
Nice. I like that.
So it didn't fit in the pan. It was just like as simple as that.
Simple as that.
Something
Exactly.
is simple. We make things so hard. I know I make everything hard. Simple things is hard for me, and hard things, I got it. I don't know. It's just the way my brain is set up. So we have something in the oven. Turn that off. Well, I think I'm going to keep it on. I'm not sure if it's done yet. Yeah, that doesn't look done. All right, so the last thing, you got to have like a good crunchy pickle. And
yes,
pickles have to be sliced just so. You don't want them too thick, but you don't want them too thin. So, well, that's the way I like mine. I don't know.
That's nothing but love right there. And that's very true, because, you know, the perfect pickle makes all the difference on the sandwich.
It really does. And I have those pickles that are like the crunchy ones that you get in a jar in the refrigerated section. So with the green label, you know those. So this is my hoagie, guys. I used oregano, Italian seasoning, salt, pepper. Well, I didn't put salt on it because I'm almost 50 and I watch my salt intake.
Very nice. And again, a lot of meat and a lot of things you use have
the sodium in it. So I don't need it, but you know, if somebody else wants it, it's fine.
And again, me being a healthcare provider, it's very important to watch that sodium intake. So
yes.
What you did there is enough season is perfect.
Perfect. So I want to get this stuff out the way. We want to look at these hoagies. Oh, one more thing I forgot. I forgot my oil. All right, so for me, I have to drizzle on. This is just regular vegetable oil. I just got to drizzle just a little bit on because it just kind of sets everything.
Yes, it does.
So this is my homemade hoagies, guys. I hope you like it, and I hope Larry enjoys it, because we're going to, you want to dig into this?
I sure do.
All right, we're going to get a plate and we're going to dig into this. Let me clean this off.
Digging in, and I'm so excited.
Oh wait, you gotta toast me first.
Yes, and I'm gonna be honest, you got the perfect combination to go with a good hoagie, a nice Stella beer to go with it.
Yes. Yes, so we just want to thank you, Larry, for coming on to this show. And we want to just thank you for being such a blessing. Could you give us your platform one more time?
Well,
he's eating. We will put the link down at the bottom of this video, and we will make sure that you all get to know how to reach him and his wife, Gina. Okay, so we just want to thank you for this segment of LJ's Kitchen and joining us to make our Philly hoagies, and bye for now.
Thank you.